Welcome back to another Yankees Latest. I'm your host, John Laloggia. Yanks walk it off last night. Jason Dominguez hits an absolute tank to right field. Yanks win 4-3 over the Rangers. Big win. Luke Weaver gets the win. An inning pitch, no earned runs. Really solid job by the bullpen. Belly hits a bomb. Yarby again, we'll get into that, but this team is just rolling. And beat Jacob deGrom, who, by the way, went 7 innings, only giving up 2, and they beat the Texas Rangers. Yanks improved to 29-19. This team's rolling. Everything's starting to come together, and you're seeing confidence be displayed by everybody. The starting staff, the bullpen is holding. It's not elite, but it's holding. And with this offense and all of these bats, that's really all you can ask for. So again, in the 9th, game's tied. Dominguez comes up. It is a hanging breaking ball, and he does not miss it. He absolutely hits a freaking bomb to right field. He knows it, kind of twirls, like recoils his bat. As soon as he hits it, pitcher knows it, just puts his head down. So what an awesome win by the Yankees as they improved to 29-19. Luke Jackson goes to 0-4, who gave up the bomb late. And again, it's the Yanks' first walk-off homer in 974 days. Maybe that's why it feels so good this morning. So, Dominguez is great, and again, it helps his confidence and helps the team's confidence to get a win, to go in against a good lineup and a future Hall of Famer in Jacob deGrom. So Yarby is really solid again. He goes 5 innings, gives up 3 hits, 1 earned run, 8 strikeouts. That's a lot for a guy who throws mid to high 80s, and that's being generous. But his different arm angle, his cutter, his changeup, his ability to move the ball in and out, he's just pitching absolutely brilliantly as of late. And again, this is just another addition or help that you needed, that you didn't necessarily know it was going to come. You thought he was going to be a lefty specialist guy coming out of the bullpen, and he's been a spot starter a couple times, and he's been great. I don't think any of us thought that he was going to be able to give you the number of quality innings that he has, and it's a guy who learns how to pitch. I mean, it's really the art of pitching, which is essentially lost in this game because everyone throws 100+ with ungodly breaking stuff at like 90, or people having 94-mile-an-hour splinkers, splitter changeups, like you watch Paul Skeens and you're like, this is a joke. He pitches. There's few left in the game that actually pitch, and it's when he does well, it is a joy to watch him find those 27 outs. And it was awesome. He was so good pitching inside effectively. The softer you throw, the more important it is for you to establish the inside part of the plate and even farther inside, so that that sinker away and that changeup away works more effectively to right-handed hitter. So he was absolutely brilliant tonight. 5 innings, 1 earned run. You can't ask anything more of Yarby. He was absolutely nails. And he's getting better and better. I really, really like what I see from him, and I think it's a guy you're really going to count on. It's setting up guys with cutters in, changeup away, and you really saw it with like Garcia, because Garcia was a couple times he was thinking like cutter in, changeup away, and then a couple times he came back in with a changeup inside. Simeon too, like changeup away, cutter in, and then can go 89 miles an hour up at the top of the zone and changing the eye level. So he was phenomenal. Changeup around 78 to 80, high fastball 89, cutter in. Masterful performance by Yarby. So again, there we go. So yeah, bullpen holds late, and again, I'm really Loaizaga again. If you look, Loaizaga goes 2/3 innings, no earned runs again. That's his 3rd straight scoreless appearance. So I think that's something to really think about. And he's got electric stuff. So you gotta have a guy like Yarby, and then you transition to a guy like Loaizaga. That's a lefty topping out at 88, 89, and then Loaizaga throwing near 100 with 2 seamers or sinkers that are breaking horizontally 17 to 19 inches in to righties. and away from lefties. So really, really like how Boone set up the bullpen, and guys are really getting it done. Tim Hill came in. He did give up a home run to Berger. Hamilton, again, another not great performance, but then De Los Santos comes in for an inning. He puts up a 0, and then Weaver throws an inning and eventually gets the win after Dominguez's walk-off. So, again, when you're scoring this many runs and you have so many different ways to put runs on the board, you just need to be decent in the bullpen. And you look at the Cubs. Cubs are scoring a ton of runs this year, but they have a middle of the road starting staff, and their bullpen isn't very good, and they essentially have nobody to play third base. Well, that's kind of the Yankees as well. They have absolutely nobody at third base. They're getting zero production out of them. Vivas is serviceable, but obviously he's not elite or really not at replacement level. So they're going to have a need there as well. But the bullpen just has to be decent, and the starters have to be decent, because Judge with his big base hit single to tie the game, Belly, Goldschmidt, LeMahieu is playing well too. He went 1 for 3 last night, and it was pretty good defensively as well. So Grisham, Rice, this Dominguez, this team can rake, and you don't need to be stellar in the bullpen or really in the starting staff. I actually think the starting staff is getting better and better every day. You get a couple bullpen pieces, you get a third base piece. This team's going to be really tough to beat. And then last but not least, this is a huge win for this team. This team, I think, is gaining confidence. I think Volpe is gaining some confidence. Dominguez, obviously, with the walk-off, is going to have a ton of confidence coming out of this. Rice is getting better every day. You have veteran leadership from Judge and Grisham and Bellinger, who've been around, LeMahieu. So this is a good mix of veteran players who are not going to get overwhelmed by the moment, and then younger guys that are coming in, establishing themselves, and gaining more and more confidence. This is a win against a very good lineup, so the pitching staff should feel really good. And then also, you beat Jacob deGrom. You beat a future Hall of Famer, and deGrom was very, very good tonight, and you won the game. deGrom goes 7 innings, 2 earned runs, 9 Ks, 1 walk. He has a 2.33 ERA, but he got the no decision, and his stuff is incredible. He's phenomenal. He's throwing 89, breaking balls, sliders down and in to Dominguez and lefties, and they're making them look terrible. But to be able to hang with him, get in that bullpen, and do damage and win against this type of pitcher is a huge statement win. This team is rolling. Their confidence is gaining, and I'm excited to see the game tonight. Rodon goes tonight, and he's been absolutely nails. He's won 4 straight decisions, so let's see if he can go for 5. We'll be here to recap that. I'm John Laloggia. This has been your Yankees Latest, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day.